Thanks for tuning in to the Campaigns of the Plains channel. Catch new material every Friday on YouTube and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Now, on with the show.
And welcome back to Campaigns of the Plains. Guys, this is the Legend of the Vision Braves, our D&D crossover campaign with Final Fantasy themes. Lots of homebrewy goodness going on, so hopefully you'll stick around if you like either of those things. Guys, we release new episodes every Friday here on YouTube for you, so make sure to hit that like button, make sure to comment, do all the things that they tell you to do at the beginning of the video. I'm not going to go into detail there, you know what to do, but we appreciate it. So, also make sure to check out our socials down below. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I think we're becoming a little more active with our TikToks, so some pretty good content over there. We understand, though, that sometimes you can't always have YouTube up, especially maybe at work or while you're driving, but we got you covered, don't we, Travis?
Damn right we do. Hey, for your New Year's resolution, why don't you resolve to start downloading our podcast on your favorite podcast platform, either on Apple or Amazon, Google Podcasts. We're also on Spotify, of course. And there's a bunch of smaller ones in between there that, hey, we're on all of them. So make sure every Wednesday at 7 a.m., Central Time, go ahead and head over and tap that download button. Also make sure to tap the follow or subscribe bell, whatever your app uses. Make sure that you get notifications every time we drop a new episode.
Absolutely. So, what happened last time, Alysia?
Oh. Oops, all curses is what happened. Paige throwing things at me. So we learned that the guy in the white mask that we saw, like, from the cave entrance is called Jack. And it also, Jack fucked up Joker. And Joker came to us in a pile of nearly dead Joker meat. And, and we got to see his face. And we found out that he's, a king? No, a king's son. Yeah.
The Emperor's son?
Yeah, that guy. Okay, and then Warriors of Darkness right the wrongs of the light, and they fought the forces with espers. The stuff Joker must have told us. Espers can only choose one person, unlike summons. Jack's esper is the Death Seraph Zalera, and can give powers over death. Oh, and then Ellie decided, you know what? Maybe the answers we need to how to save Becky are in her book. So she opened the book and a black wisp flew into her brain. So maybe she's cursed. Oh, and then we found out Raha didn't come back last night and where he at. And we convinced Milos that he was cheating on him. And Milos became a jealous boyfriend. And then we heard about a witch's hut outside the tent city. And we saw a creature outside that looked like a cat, but it wasn't a cat, and Poppy did not like it. And we found out the tent led to Mother Matoya's house. And in her house was Araha, and also some cloaked figure who didn't give us his name. And Ellie found out she has a void passenger. And Void mimics and is hostile our world. I don't know what that means. The Void mimics our world. It's like adjacent to our world or something like that. I think that's what I was trying to write down.
Gotcha.
We found out Becky's book belongs to somebody named Esrith, and she coming. Oh, Lord. And then Ellie made eye contact with the guy with the cloak, and she saw a vision about flying above Alexandria, cracks. Oh, okay. The ground cracks and breaks apart under the city, and then terrible machina bursts from the ground, and the capital's on fire and shit. And Becky was inside of that machina, and the guy didn't give us any answers to what the fuck that was up with, but we saw when he left, a red feather fell out behind him, and somebody rolled high on who he is, what that means, and he's some kind of race, a rare race of people called an Agile. Agile? That's not what I said. Oh, yeah, Becky's in the death robot. I said that earlier, but I wrote it down again. Oh, that's it. That's all I got.
Seemed pretty coherent to you guys?
I mean, it covered a lot of the main bullet points.
So.
Oh, Mother Victoria told us to get out.
Yeah.
Politely, but...
Yeah. So, I believe that it was you, Ellie, that had the final vision of Becky being in this giant machina that was...
No, it was, Milos, because he picked up the feather.
Was it you, Milos?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, she had the first one, I had the second one.
Right. So Milos, you have this vision of Becky inside of this machina that is basically tearing through Alexandria and is consuming the Pyreflies, seems to be empowering it. You snap out of that vision, and that person is standing before you, and he briskly walks up to you and yanks the feather from your hand and says, "That was not given. Do not take what is not yours."
Sorry, dude. I just saw it on the ground. My bad.
Yeah, it was finders keepers. Rude.
He,
That's our friend. Be nice to him. Yeah, what she said. I don't know what he saw, but that's our friend.
Great. And he takes the feather and stuffs it on the inside of his cloak and starts walking towards the exit.
I said finders keepers. That's not yours anymore.
And it wasn't yours either.
A very powerful spell, finders keepers.
No, it wasn't. It was Milos. It's because he picked it up.
He's just continuing to walk.
It's like right up there with Wish.
Let us not make any waves here. There is too many, even for Gregor to fight off if you cause trouble.
Are you guys leaving, or you're just stunned by Gregor's voice again?
I forgot Gregor.
I thought Mother Matoya was kicking us out, like actively kicking us out.
No. She just kind of told you to shoo. She's
well,
not.
that one witch lady that Becky stole the book from is outside, so.
Yeah, Ezra.
Yeah.
Ezra Miller?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh,
Ezra.
shit. I was like,
Ezra.
I think we should go outside and say hi to that witch lady and see how that goes for us.
I'll take some deep breaths, and just like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Are you angry?
I'm okay for now. We can talk about it later.
Okay. If you feel like you're getting ready to become evil and murder us, just give us some kind of warning, okay?
Okay, what should the warning be?
Just
I'm
scream.
getting angry and I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. Or scream.
That's too obvious. We can't
No,
use
you
that.
gotta use some kind of outlandish word that we wouldn't all use, like poppycock.
Oh, that's just poppycock.
yeah, leave Poppycock out of this.
Oh, what?
Really, I think we call Poppy interchangeably her and he, because really Poppy's a they.
Technically,
Right.
yes.
They, them?
Yeah, they, them, he, she. They go by all of it. Poppy don't care.
It's true.
Mostly because it's summoned creature.
Just light and energy.
Yeah. Just warn us or something.
I'll do my best if I can help it.
You should go after Marquies first, because he's already died once, so
What?
he can take it. He can take it again.
Okay, duly noted. I'll maul Marquies first.
And he's older than all of us, so he's slow to the longest.
Well, that's
Who needs a TPK? We're just gonna kill each other.
I don't have to do anything
Yeah,
tonight.
I don't know if that's true or not, because I'm like 36, but that's young for my people. I don't know how old you are. I can't tell. Because
well, it
you
depends.
are
Do you
a mother.
count the time that I was dead?
You can't actively age and grow as a dead person.
Your mind can.
Did it? Do you remember the time you were dead?
I do now.
Remember the time.
Well, sure. You can count your dead time if you want.
Then I am much older than all of you.
See? Take him out first.
His skin is very leathery. He does look old.
It's just, he hasn't oiled his mask in a while.
Yeah.
It's starting to crack. You should probably, I mean, we're in a
Oh, I heard
desert.
black doesn't crack, but that leather did.
Oh.
We have been through a lot. It's not good on leather.
Yeah, well, neither is
It's also
all
very
this-
dry here.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's a dry heat, that's what they say.
Mm.
It's a dry heat.
Well, let's go out and see Becky's witch friend.
Yes, let's.
Becky.
All right.
We've been bringing Becky everywhere.
I set her down sometimes.
Well, did we leave her in the tent or did we bring her with us here?
You left her in the tent with Araha.
She's not with us. You're
Okay.
fine.
No, Araha's here.
Oh, no, that's right.
You
left her in the tent with Joker.
Yes. We
Yeah.
left the dead one and the almost dead one together
That
to
seems
watch
fine.
over each other.
Yeah. That seems perfect.
You all got this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
They'll protect each
Okay.
other.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys follow this figure into what looks to be this tunnel light that's at a far distance. It becomes more blinding as you begin to exit this magical area. Those of you with a passive perception of 14 or higher notice those cat eyes bouncing around, shifting, changing height, and just kind of watching you guys from a safe distance, following you out, monitoring you. The figure leaves out of the light before you reach him, but then you guys exit the tent, and it's very odd. As you guys went in the morning, the sun hits you guys, and the temperature out here has changed drastically. You guys are in the middle of the desert with no shade besides that of the tent, where the magical space had been a cool, monitored temperate 70. Out here it's feeling closer to 100 as the sun is almost overhead, blazing bright, and you have to shield your eyes for a second. As your eyes adjust to the light out here, you're met with an odd sight. There are people running around in chaos. There are tents on fire. There is a number of bodies on the ground with blood pooling into the sand. You start to hear the cries and din of combat, and you hear what sounds like the auto turrets trying to keep up, Milos, that you saw on the outer perimeter, trying to keep up with whatever is attacking, but it looks like 4 of them are in a heaping black mess of smoke and twisted iron. It looks like it's coming from the northeast. You guys immediately look around to take stock of the situation, and there are a number of people fighting back, but there are these creatures that are attacking. They are some kind of horrid mix of humanoid and bestial shapes, fully clad in this iron, this metal that's slowly creeping up your leg, Milos. Something is very odd about these creatures. Like I said, they look humanoid, but some of them have begun to take on like large bestial, like ape-like arms. Some of them have. Others have deformed and metallic wings. Some have large lizard-like tails. But they are all in this like half state between humanoid and beast. On top of all of that going on, who has passive perceptions over 14? Okay, so you guys all see just kind of off to the left of the tent, that figure that you had followed out is being raised off of his feet about a good foot by a figure that is dressed completely in black, large steepled black hat. This black, shadowy claw appendage of an arm gripping this figure around the neck. In one hand, this figure also has a crooked black staff. And you can hear, "Where did you take my book?"
Excuse me. Hi, I'm Ellie. I have your book.
They're like
Oh.
40 feet off to the side. Are
I'll
you
walk-
yelling above the din of
I'll
combat?
walk over to them.
You're just gonna walk
Yeah.
nonchalantly while
Yeah,
combat. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I get close enough, I'll get their attention.
As you do that, this creature comes out from behind one of the tents. It has these large bull-like horns, and I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no! Why are you here? There's battle, guys. There's monsters. What did we? Dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, 20.
20.
21, actually.
Okay. So you just managed to sidestep as this creature comes running at you with its head lowered, ready to gore you with these horns, and then they like slide to a stop, and you see one arm has this giant like clawed arm that it's like dragging behind it, and it turns around, and you see what looks to be a like large face. They look like kind of like a rat person. You saw a child like this in a city one time as well, but this is a full humanoid size.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
These are the Nezumi, and for some reason, you've seen one before. It didn't have horns. It certainly didn't have this metal growing all over it, and it didn't have this giant claw-like arm.
Guys?
And it just goes...
No. Shh. You're okay. Can we do something about this? I'm just gonna.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh no!
Can I count that as my initiative?
Okay, what's my initiative? +3. Oh, okay.
Ellie?
21.
21. Din?
20.
20. Gregor?
16.
16. Milos?
12.
12. And Marquies?
6.
6. And Asher?
The dirtiest 20 I've ever seen.
The dirtiest of 20s. Din, I believe you have a higher... No, I think you guys
No.
are on... Right.
Yep.
You were the
last time
same
we
last
did this,
time.
we went together.
Okay.
Like, I picked up Din and just threw her, and she started just attacking things. I cast Din!
That sounds like a strategy.
Alright.
I throw her in the air, and she turns into a bear,
Oh my god, yes.
and she just falls on people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a rapper. Throw her in the air, she turns into a bear. That's all I got.
It was actually pretty good, though.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's good rhyme.
a white man, I do whatever I want.
Gregor, what's your dex mod?
It is +3.
+3, so you'll go first.
You and Araha with a similar initiative.
Or the beasties have similar initiative.
Possible.
Not bad.
Ooh, not good.
Should be 3 hours of us just all rolling dice.
Okay. So first up is Ellie.
Oh boy. Well, is Poppy out or?
Yeah, you've had Poppy out.
Okay. You gave me a lot of new things here. You know what? I think I'm going to. Okay. Well, okay, me is going to I'm just gonna cast Firebolt at this thing.
Firebolt.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Yeah. Okay. Ellie's going to do. It's a bolt. Okay. Oh!
What'd you get?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. We'll go ahead and roll your dice. Double them up.
That's a D12. Okay. Okay, so that's 10. 22 fire damage.
22 fire damage, not bad.
And then so Poppy gets her own turn to do something.
If you use your bonus action.
If I use my bonus action. But not this gem. Oh, gem shot. But that's bonus action. Okay. Bite. Oh, bite. Bite's just her action.
Yep.
The enkindle thing is when I need to use my bonus action.
When you use your enkindle ability, yep.
Okay.
Sorry, folks. We are swapping the...
Sorry, Josh is just, homebrew classes. They get changed a lot.
Yeah, we're just playtesting things out, so things seem to change.
Okay, I'm just... Poppy, just go bite it.
And she goes up to it and bites it.
Your spell attack modifier. Okay. Poppy gets
A 10?
Oh, no, sorry. A 12.
A 12. Poppy goes up to this creature and bites and gets nothing but metal leg. And it, looks back at you and kind of makes a face like, ow.
That probably wasn't the best choice.
Alright. Anything else, Ellie?
No.
Okay.
Wait.
Din... Oh.
That's an action. Do I have a bonus action I can do?
You just used your bonus action to tell
Poppy to do something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Din and Asher. Whoever wants to
You go first.
claim their actions first.
Do you want to throw me?
Oh.
Do you want?
I mean, I can, but that's all I'll be able to do.
Oh, actually.
I can throw you. How far away are we from said creature?
You're about 40 feet.
Oh, so
30, actually.
Oh.
You can make it.
We could both make it.
Yeah, you guys could make it.
Yeah.
So we can just run up and...
Okay. That's fine.
Well, I'll throw you later.
Yeah.
Toss you around a little, Dan.
Whoever's going first, then.
You can go first, Dan.
Okay, I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna... Wait, that's 40 away?
Yeah.
No, 30.
Well, 30. The creature holding the Ego is 40 feet away.
Wait, what's 30 feet?
30 feet is the big Nezumi with that she just attacked.
And what's the other thing?
The other thing is the black robed creature with the black steepled hat and the staff holding the Ego up.
I think I'll flash the... Nah.
How big is the thing that's closest to us?
It would be considered a large creature, but just barely.
You know what? I'll just take out something.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take out Wall. It's the easiest one to deal with.
And the Ochu comes whipping out.
No.
Oh, Maul's the bear.
Yes.
Right. Yep.
Oh, it's like the Ochu's dead.
Right. Forgot. Rip Ochu.
Yeah, I'll take out Wall.
Okay.
I can only get 30, but you can go 40. So I'll go right up to the closest, the weird looking thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit it with my axe.
Okie dokie.
9.
9. It hits this metal that its body is covered in, and it just rings through your hands and reverberates.
Okay, we try again with more effort.
All right.
9. Same thing.
You hack twice away, and it just this metal is something else. You see little bits of your axe actually chip away when you do hit it, because your axes aren't magical, I don't believe, are they? No, yeah, it's just chip. So you're gonna have to sharpen that thing later on.
2.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Damn. Okay. Oh,
there?
Man, poor Maul. Okay, I'm gonna use Maul then.
Okay.
He can go 40, so I'm gonna make him go. Can you go past it or no?
He'd be able to get just up to it. The creature that's... which one are you attacking with Maul? Are you attacking the black robed figure or the big Nezumi creature?
Oh yeah, that thing.
Okay. So that one can get up. You guys are blocking, you might have to go around Asher as they are starting to kind
The
of...
bear has 40 speed, so he can...
Yeah, he could come to the side. He'd probably get... so you had 30 and Poppy had 30. Yeah, he'd be taking up most of the side, so you'd have to move more than 30 next turn to be able to get up in melee with that creature.
Do you have 30?
I only have 30.
Okay. Wait, I can't go behind him? No.
Just 30 feet would get to it.
He has 40. I
No,
think.
he has 40.
He has 40. 40 would move him, to the back, so he'd be fine.
Okay. Yes. I'm
Okay.
gonna move him to the back then.
Sounds
Okay.
good. Then he would get advantage
From you.
Okay.
from the bear. The bear gets advantage.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Bear advantage.
Bear advantage.
There, she's gonna bite and claw. Wow, it's 9. Oh wait, advantage, right?
Yep.
It's 11.
Roll a different dice, Paige.
They're going up at least.
11's pretty.
No.
Okay, claw.
Okay.
Oh, 16.
You have advantage. Let's see if you...
No, that's 9 again.
16 does not hit.
Wow.
Wow.
Holy crap.
All of these attacks seem to be just off of the armor.
Wow. Okay. Well.
We hit it all.
Hmm?
Have we haven't hit it at all?
She said...
Oh, she did with a fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's 20.
Yeah,
she's
she's
20.
natural 20
the
to...
crit.
My poor bear. His teeth.
Yeah, his poor teeth. He's gonna have to see a vet later.
All right, we can do that again.
Okay.
I'm good. So-
All right.
What's good against metal in Final Fantasy world?
Your turn, Asher.
So with 30 feet, I can get up into melee.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Okay.
be granted advantage because you're all just kind of lined up on it.
Kind of
Yep.
thunder creature.
So I will run up. As I
Thunder
run up,
spell?
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Try this
Hey, he
Try
remembered.
this out.
Thunder.
Let's see if I hit.
Okay.
And then I will take some swings.
All right.
Let's just use this because that rolls better. That is a 27.
That will definitely hit.
And then I hit again. I roll again, and that is a 21.
That will hit.
I think I only get 2 hits.
That 21, though, I mean, it feels like you're bashing like a metal pole with your sword. It hits. It hits
21
through.
was still like...
It still felt like you made contact, but it still felt like
Okay.
every time you hit this thing, it feels like you're smashing your sword against like a metal pole.
Cool. So that's 8 for the first one.
Okay.
Roll a 1, then 9, and then I have to roll 2 d6s for the Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
That's an extra 6.
An extra 6 on top of that.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
think that's, and I don't think I can smite with that because I used the
You
bonus
used your
action
bonus action.
to that, which is a spell,
Yeah,
and smite is like
is part of the action.
like you can't, right, unless it was a cantrip, and it's not.
It's not.
Though I didn't use a spell slot because I have I can cast Hunter's Mark as just once a day thing.
But bonus, you use your bonus action to Hunter's Mark.
But can't you smite more than once in a round? So it's not like a bonus action thing.
I don't think you can smite more than
I think
once
you
in
can
a
smite as
row.
much as you
Maybe.
want.
No, you
But
can.
there's only once.
Really?
You can dump points into a smite.
You should be able to smite every time you hit.
Yeah,
Hold on a second.
I'm pretty sure.
right. Because as long as you have the spell slots,
Yeah.
you can smite.
Oh, yeah, it's spell slots. That's
And I did
No limit per turn.
Oh yeah,
for
right. Yeah, I
smites.
forgot.
So in
it's
theory,
spell slots.
I could smite on both of those.
Yeah.
you could. Yeah, as long as you have the spell slots for 'em.
Also, don't
It's
you
just
crit
on a
19?
hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
You rolled a 19.
I do. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
So
Oh,
your
yeah,
19 was actually...
Well, I think that was the second one. Was that the second roll?
It was your first roll. You rolled the 27 with the 19 plus 8.
Oh yeah,
So that one was
I rolled a
8
1
for 8. 8
So
for damage.
wouldn't it just be 2 plus 7? Because you don't double the 7. You just double the dice, or do I just roll another D whatever?
Well, it would have
What-
been 4.
you roll 8 for your damage.
Yeah, but that's
so you
what-
double that, right?
You don't double the plus 7.
Not the plus 7. No.
Yeah, well,
but,
I rolled a 1 plus
Oh.
7, which makes an 8.
oh,
Yeah.
so
and then I rolled a 2.
So it would have
So,
been
and then-
2 plus 7, so it
Yeah.
would have been 11 damage. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. But your smite,
your smite
if you
damage
would've
is
Oh,
smite.
but the
also-
smite would be damn. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it also would
Let's
be
smite
double.
on that one. Okay. It's been a couple weeks, you people.
So it's just another 1 on top of that.
Yeah,
one. Okay.
but I could
But,
double.
yeah.
I'll roll the 2d6.
Yeah.
And
I was just
this
going
will
back
be
and
fire, I believe, because it's a searing smite.
Yep.
That's
Ooh.
6.
So another 12.
12 or
No,
Yeah.
that's
you-
it.
that's
Because
it.
you double the number of dice.
Okay.
Oh,
Because it's 1d6. Well, unless I cast it at a higher level.
It's up to you.
I thought you did.
Yeah. Let's do it. We'll cast it at a second level.
Okay.
So that would be 12. And that's all I can do.
Okay.
I'm like tapped out now. Sorry, guys. That's
I mean, you guys have definitely done some damage to this thing. It's looking pretty rough. So, it seems like Asher, especially Yeah, especially you. Why don't I have you make a perception check real quick? Because of your metalworking background.
21.
21. It definitely seems like the fire
was very
from your smiting seemed to
firebolt, right?
have helped out. Yep, and you make that connection, like that firebolt that you saw Ellie cast really did a good job on it. So, after Asher is Gregor. No, sorry.
Gregor.
Yeah, Gregor.
Oh?
Yep, Gregor.
Gregor is going to, run to the aid of his wards, and he is going to take a big swing and smack at this thing.
What's Gregor's movement?
30.
30.
So there is a line of things in front of this creature. You have Asher, you have Poppy, you have the bear, you have Din up there as well. So 30 feet is unfortunately not going to get you around the corner and in hitting distance, unless you have some reach.
Could I line up a shot?
You definitely could.
Gregor will take shot at thing. That is not good. That is only a 9 to hit.
9 to hit. So that bullet makes contact, but it just and ricochets right off. And that's no easy feat because your Magitech bullets are big. They should not be doing that.
That is unfortunate. Well, I have second attack, so
Second
I
bullet.
spin the barrel and try again.
Okay.
Double my hunter's mark too.
Yes, you would.
I should double
Which
one of
is
those
better.
D6s. For
Does a 16 hit?
4.
A 16 does not hit. An extra 4.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I have a spell. It's very confusing.
That is all Gregor has.
Yeah, you guys see these bullets that Gregor fires out of the barrel of his weapon, that gun sword, and they just ding right off of this creature.
As long as they don't ding din.
Ooh. Alright.
Don't ding din.
Ding ding. After Gregor. So this...
Don't wake daddy. Don't ding din.
This black-robed creature, again, you hear it say in this deep, guttural voice, "Where is my book?" And it slams this creature, and you see this, like, shadowy, giant claw, like, start to crush this winged creature. And the creature just says, "I don't know what you're talking about. I know nothing of any book." And the figure starts to chant something, and you see the staff that they're holding begin to... It's already like a dark wood, like a dark, almost burnt black wood, and it seems to get darker. And all of a sudden you see as that hooded eagle figure starts to cry out in pain, not from being squeezed, but you see he starts to get more pale, and even more pale. And let's see. That one is... that one. Okay. That is their turn. Next up is Milos.
Okay. Since I wouldn't have had time to, before this, commune, I think I did it, I probably would have done it earlier this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to retcon that? Or do you want me to just do
We
it?
can do that real quick, yeah? I mean, you can ask at any point in time. It doesn't matter. But if you wanted to know something beforehand, since we did some fixing to your class, you certainly could.
I'll just worry about the elements right now. I can ask my question later.
Gotcha.
What 3 elements would have been available?
So you have earth, and you have light, and you have fire.
Okay. I'm going to choose fire for the day.
Okay.
And then for bolster,
Mm-hmm.
does it have to be summoned? Like, I have my little spiritual Lupin fire spirit thingy, but it's not like
Nope. It
actually
just
summoned.
has to be the Lupin is out.
Okay. So, I will...
This is the first time we've changed the class, so we'll do a little flavoring. You guys that are still back by Milos, so Marquies and Gregor, Gregor, you don't know much about this party. You've been with them maybe a day. Things are weird. Marquies, however, you've been with Milos for quite a while. You understand things. You actually see that metal on his leg begins to shine. It doesn't glow, but it begins to shine, and just there's this little wisp, this wavering thing that appears right beside his head, and it's this little wisp of light. It almost looks like a tiny little... Well, actually, I'll have Matt describe it.
I was thinking of it as like a tiny little fire fairy, like when you think of like a fairy with like wings and stuff, but it's just a little bit more amorphous. It doesn't have like perfect like legs and wings and such, but like a fiery little, almost like Navi from a little sprite. Yeah.
And it is...
Don't make it...
Oh, I was just gonna say, and it is see-through, so like it wavers kind of in this this heat, so you don't know if it's like a trick of the heat or if it's something that's being caused by this glowing metal.
So it's my action to do that. So I don't have any bonus action spells, so I guess that's my turn.
Are you manifesting your...
No, not at the moment.
Okay.
Since everything's right there, I can't. And I think that's an action to do that as well.
Gotcha. All right.
So I call my Lupone. That's all I got.
Okie dokie. After Milos is Marquies.
Oh, wow. So, there's just, like, the one thing that
There is battle going around you guys, but this is the only one that seems to be focusing on your group, or your group is focusing on. But there's also that figure that has that ego nailed to the ground.
Screw it. We'll try and take a shot at it.
What you using?
Oh, we're gonna try and... We'll use... What do I have? I can load a silver. Well, no, hold on. I'll remember. Silver's the shotgun. I'm a little far away. We'll load a copper in.
Okay. So you spin the barrel, slot in a copper into the barrel. It changes and morphs itself into a pistol for you. It is a new day, so you don't currently have any spins on this one yet.
Hey, okay. 22.
What are you aiming at? The big Nezumi, or...
yeah.
Okay. Gregor, you see as Marquies whips out this tiny little pistol. It's, it's not anywhere near as big as your gunblade, and he flicks a copper piece into it, and it kind of changes a little bit, and you see him just kind of aim down the barrel a little bit and fires off this round, and it hits this creature dead right in the forehead. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Shit, I forgot. I'm rolling.
I think it's a D10 for your pistol.
Yeah. 9 plus, so that's 11.
11. Go ahead and roll your D6 for me real quick.
4.
So you, there is a picture of a chocobo that makes a little work sound as it comes up on your barrel. Unfortunately, this creature did not have many more hit points left to it. So it scatters into a pile of, and go ahead and roll a D, or no, it's just a 4. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll a D6 for me.
What happens when you kill things?
Depending on what coin I use, it just bursts into those
Oh, it's
coins.
like a loot pinata, right?
Yeah. 3.
So it bursts into 9 copper.
Oh.
Since you only had 1. Apologize. Okay. But then the chocobo disappears, barrel resets. But there are now 9 copper in the sand in front of all of your friends.
Poppy reaches down and picks one up with her mouth and runs it over to Marquies.
She can't yet, but I love the sentiment.
Are we out of combat? We
What is
were
it?
only fighting one thing.
There's a thing floating in the air.
Oh yeah, the black man looking motherfucker. Yeah.
The librarian is still there. She wants her book back.
Yeah.
Anything else, Marquies?
You haven't looped out it in a while.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
It's just unfortunate it was only one barrel.
Yeah.
The little floaty mage
Mm-hmm.
is the...
They're not floating. They literally are standing above the Zago with that.
Okay, so yeah, like, it's... I don't want to hit the other person.
Fireball.
Fireball.
So I will... Yeah, that... Oh, well, that's good.
That's good?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is Oraha. He's kind of standing there. He's kind of the last one out the tent and sees everything going on, and he's like, what are we doing? I suppose, fighting? Okay.
Marquies dropped his money in the sand.
It's a party out here. We're just joining in.
Let's see. Gregor is the nearest person, so Araha is going to take his rapier and his focus off his belt and start casting some magic. And he saw how good the fire was doing, and he's like, yeah, let's do more of that. And he's going to cast Emblaze on your gunblade. So whenever you hit for the next minute, you can deal an additional 1d6 of fire damage, Gregor.
Okay. But, real quick, isn't my sword, like, allergic to other magics?
Oh, yeah, he wouldn't know this either.
Cool. Thank you. This will be the gift that keeps on giving.
I will allow you to stop him when he reaches out to touch your blade, because he looks like he does have to touch your weapon to, finish his magic. So he kind of starts casting something and then like reaches out to touch your blade.
No unauthorized magic.
Okay, and he will look to the nearest person and he will touch your gun, Marquies.
Oh, touching all the weapons.
So he did not touch the gun blade, but he will touch the gun. So, for the next minute, you have an additional 1d6 of fire damage that you can use once around. Okay. That's Araha. He has a white magic. Okay. That's Araha. So now it is the Eagle's turn. You see, the life of the eagle is like being drained out of him. Like, not only is he going pale, but he is like, you can start to see that the like bones in his cheeks from his face, it is being like sunken in by this force being drawn from him. So he's going to try to fight this grasp and fails with a 4. So he's like trying to like punch and move his way out, but the sand has just apparently too soft in this area for him to get any kind of footing on. So,
Wait, is this our eagle friend that like got that?
He's not our friend.
well, he's the one
Eagle
who
friend?
The eagle?
who took the feather back.
The eagle? The kick is rude.
Oh,
So-
I forgot about him. He doesn't exist to me.
Ellie, it's your turn.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
ASMR us. Get closer and crunch.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You had to call me when I had my mouth full of ice.
Yep. What are you doing?
How far away am I from this lady?
You're now about 20 feet from her.
I'm gonna walk closer,
Okay?
and I'm gonna say, like 10 feet, close enough where she can hear me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, excuse me, are you Elspeth?
And you see a face that is like half covered by like some kind of like eye patch or some kind of wrapping on one side of the face. An older face look up to you, and like you can barely see like in this bright of day, this side of their face is kind of obscured by a little bit of shadow work, and you see their eye flash yellow. The one that's not covered flashes yellow up at you, and she just says, "And who are you?"
Hi, Ellie, I found your book. I have it.
And
I pull it off my belt.
yeah,
You don't have it because I have it.
you don't have it.
Oh shit! My friend Din has your book. I forgot. Din, say hi. Show the book.
Right.
Do you know Becky?
So she looks dead over at you, Din. Are you doing anything, or is it you just using your action to do that?
I'm just using my actions. I'm trying to be non-combative.
Gotcha.
We just had a question for you. We need your help. Well, wait. First of all, we would like to return your book.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion, just straight.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Have her roll insight against your persuasion.
23.
They look down at the eagle for a second, and then over at Din with the book, and then back up to you. Doesn't let go of the eagle and says, "Bring it to me."
Do we actually want to do that?
No. We just
Group discussion.
Do you know Becky? We're trying to find her soul.
Totally. Yeah, like,
1 sec.
Yeah.
We were hoping you could send us to that void place.
You wish to go to the void?
No, but I want to save my friend's soul, because she's dead.
And then you see that eye flash one more time yellow at you, and it looks like it's not making contact with you. It kind of shifts its gaze up to, a little bit upper left of your head.
Mm-hmm.
And the figure kind of smiles and says, looks back down at the eagle and says, "It's your lucky day, bird boy." And, you see the shadow, go back into her robe. And she says, "Well, I'm not sticking around for this, but when you're ready, why don't you call me?" And she hands
we just
you
tried to do.
a little scroll.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And she waves her staff, and you see this tear in reality open up. This black void just appear in the midday sun, and she steps through it.
Are you wondering what your favorite wacky nerds are up to? Search for Campaigns of the Plains on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and make sure to follow and like us to keep up with all our content and news. You might also find exclusive content for fans only. Remember to catch us on YouTube every Friday at noon for a new episode of Campaigns of the Plains.
Well, I think I handled that just well. Don't you?
There is still battle going on around
We're
you.
just holding our weapons okay.
Yeah. So, there are still battles being broken out at this point. You guys see now, let's see. There is a shadow approaching. It doesn't seem like it should be. This is the desert. It's midday. But suddenly a shadow starts to creep over this encampment. And you look up. Gregor, you see an Imperial airship above you.
Oh, good. Reinforcements.
Not a warship by any means. Something lighter. Perhaps a war galleon at best. And you look up and you see as the Magitech weapons on this ship start to train, and they start to blast these creatures that are all around the encampment, just tearing them apart and scattering them into metallic globs of blood and broken metal. And everyone there that's still alive is like, yeah? Yeah. And so, you, Gregor, are pretty much relieved and excited to see. Like I said, this ship usually carries a retinue of about 15 deckhands, 1 captain, and also usually about 15 to 20 ground troops. You see as they start to descend, some of them in full Magitech armor. You see a number of them have Magitech weapons as well. They are just they're going to town and taking apart these monsters and helping out where they can.
Yeah. I think he would say, "Behold, the glory and the mercy of the Empire here to save us." And I think he is inspired, and he's going to rush forward to the nearest monster he can cleave in half.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you feel this renewed vigor, and you guys see as Gregor rushes forward and is starting to just kind of assault things heavily with his blade, cleaving things in half and leaving nothing around. And it seems like the other forces are kind of rallying now and cleaning up monsters where they can. So
I was going to say, how's our friend?
Yeah, I'm going to walk over to him.
you can walk over to him.
Hey,
He is on the ground, and he is not looking good.
Yeah. It's going to be okay. You just let the demons out. Milos? Marquies? Somebody with some healing magic? Okay, thanks.
I will approach and kneel down and be like, "Are you gonna be okay, buddy? We don't know your name, but are you gonna be okay?"
He wouldn't give us his name because he's cautious. You can
How
be okay,
about-
buddy.
How about this? We'll heal you if you tell us your name. Just kidding. And I pump a cure wounds into him.
Okay.
Remember that we saved your life even though you were a jerk to us, okay?
He is like, he looks like he is dying. Like, I mean, at this point, like, he is barely conscious, and that, like, his body is, like, sagging, and he is barely hanging on to
You should definitely
life.
heal him
Sca-
more.
Well, I mean, before Milos
Oh,
gets
I
to
gotcha,
him.
I gotcha.
How much are you healing him by, Milos?
I was just pumping up first level, so it's only a D8.
Okay.
I gotta find a D8. Hold on. Went underneath the computer. Hold on. That is 11 health.
11. Which is good, because he was dying, so he kind of comes back to consciousness and looks at you and regards you all and says, "Thank you. I apologize for my rudeness earlier."
It's okay, everyone's an asshole.
Can we have the finder's keeper's feather back?
Not asking for his feather back. That's rude. It might be. This is personal body part.
What was it from him?
It was one
Mhm.
of his...
It'd
Wing
be like
feathers.
if he'd be like, "Can I have a chunk of your hair?" No, don't.
No.
Don't.
Rip out chunks
Sorry.
of ball.
I don't want any chunks of hair, thank you. Thank you for that.
No feather? He says, "No, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go start
So
fighting
it's
shit."
it's fine. It's not. You don't have to give me your feather. You don't need it.
Alright, I'm going off to fight some shit then.
Okay. And he thanks you, Milos, since you healed him, and says, I apologize for my rudeness earlier.
I understand if you would prefer not to tell us your name, but no, we're not your enemies.
Yeah, we're
Well-
trying to stop what you showed us. Well, you didn't mean to show us.
I apologize, but my visions are unfortunately prophetic. Things I see come true, or have a way of doing so.
Are they always 100% accurate?
Yes,
Well, that sucks.
you can attempt to avoid them, but they will come to fruition one way or another. And sometimes they'll do so because you attempted to avoid it.
Our inaction leads to its inevitable action.
Exactly.
Well, what do we do?
Maybe we should help the rest of the camp so it's not on fire and being attacked anymore. And maybe go get Becky's body before it gets lit up in more fire.
Well,
She's fire resistant, isn't
she's
she?
fire resistant, yeah.
That's not the point.
I mean, that's true.
He, this ego reaches up for a hand up from you, Milos.
Oh, I would definitely help him up. I didn't know if he was up already.
Nope, he was kind of laying there, taking a moment, and he says, I'm not built for this. I apologize, but as a debt to be paid, he reaches back in and to his robes and takes the feather out, and he says, just know that an eagle's feathers need to be earned. It is a part of our bodies that we give, and we only do so to those we deem worthy.
This feels very sexual to be here anymore.
And
Why is it gotta be sexual? It's just a feather.
Raha's like,
Oh, is it just a
Doesn't it
feather?
Doesn't it feel sexual to you? Because I'm getting, like, you know...
why are you pent up? I don't understand. Why are you making it sexual?
I'm not. It's these people.
It's awkward.
The first time I met them, they took me to a sex place. We stayed the night.
Oh, tell me about that. And he, like, takes you to the side and, like...
Well, it was called the cubbyhole.
Just gunfire going off.
Yeah. And they go off
Yeah.
and help out and talk about the cubbyhole.
Let's go murder things.
And the Ego kind of leans in close and says, "Our names have power. The type of magic that my people wield is based on a thing's true name." Exactly, Hutch. Therefore, I will give you the name that most people have come to call me outside of home. My name is Huin Ko.
Can you spell that for me, please?
Huin space Kul.
Well, I will make sure not to repeat your name, but I appreciate this, and I will gently take the feather from him.
And he, like, holds it up to you for a second, and he says, "Hold it by the stem. Don't touch the feathers. Feather contains that vision.
Okay.
Unless you are prepared to see it. Do not touch.
Not again.
Do not
good.
touch the feathers."
I will carefully take it from the stem and, like, press it between 2 pages of a journal I have, just so it stays nice and pristine.
Sounds good. And he says, "Well, you don't mind if I stay near you. I am not built for any," points around to, like, all the fire and gunfighting going on, and he's like, this isn't my thing.
We'll watch over you. Where are you headed? Do you have a specific place you're going in town? Perhaps we can guide you.
I was here merely to speak with Mother Matoya on events happening in the void.
How did you get here?
I flew.
Like wings? Like you can fly?
And he says, "Yes, kind of."
Oh, okay. Well, if you can't do that anymore today, I guess you can rest with us as soon as we find a place to rest.
He kind of eyeballs that ship in the sky, and he says, "I would just rather not leave the way I came while they are here."
Oh, like very knowing glance. Gotcha. Well, until that is gone, we'll have you as one of us.
I appreciate it. So the rest of you, it's a good another, like, 10, 15 minutes of fighting, or healing if you decide to.
Oh, I'm just gonna keep shooting.
Fair enough.
If anyone, seems like they need to be healed, though.
Yep.
Tend to those.
Literally just having Tommy run up and biting things on the ankle.
Sure. But yeah,
Just Gregor in the background.
Yep. Glory for the Empire. But yeah, these guys come in and they kind of clean house, and they do a pretty good job. Milos, you do see now as probably one of the commanders of whatever army has dropped in. You see him; he is in this, like, kind of gun steel blue armor, and it is very resplendent. I mean, you have the motifs of the chocobo on Gregor. This one looks like it is some kind of probably like dragon motif, as it has like scaling, and one arm has like a whole dragon's head like made out of the metal, and that's like where his arm is coming out of, is the mouth and everything. So he's wearing this like half cape with the Imperial Legion flag symbol basically on it. he is currently speaking to Rin at the moment, who Rin is in like this combat attire, like the exoskeleton kind of thing that's not super huge, but he was using during battle apparently because it looks pretty battle damaged, and they seem to be talking. Your guys' tent is nearby, and it looks to be really untouched as you guys kind of come together after the battle, and you see surrounding the tent is one of each of these soldiers that has dropped in, and they have your tent like surrounded and are like posted up guard like outwards.
I think Gregor, recognizing his people, will take the lead and step forward. As he approaches, he will make a salute and announce himself. Gunbreaker Novikov, 486th Division, the Screaming Buckles at your service.
You immediately recognize this person as Yul Galva Gray. Yul is his title, which basically puts him probably about at a commander level. So a little bit higher than you, not much.
Gregor, can you ask them why they're surrounding our tent?
Yes. Yul, this is our tent. Is there a problem, sir?
You should know, soldier. You know who's inside.
Our friend?
I am aware. However, I am sworn to secrecy.
Understandable, but we are here to protect the prince. We were actually called by him to come and deal with this rabble.
Can we go inside?
And he's got a link pearl in as well. And he kind of looks like he's listening for a second, and then he says, "Yes, you may enter, but do not do anything untowards."
Untowards what?
Untowards our prince.
He's our friend.
He is everybody's friend.
No, but he's really our friend.
The Empire is a friend to everyone.
No, but...
I will make sure they mind their manners, Yul.
Very good. You may enter.
I don't understand. Joker's not a friend to everyone. I don't get it.
Oh, he is. He is.
No, he's not, but he's not.
He is third in line to Empire.
Why does that matter?
Like, he is everyone's friend. Like, Empire is everyone's friend.
I don't think that's... You can't be everybody's friend. That'd be a lot. That'd be a lot of birthdays to remember.
Yes, it is very hard. That's
By
why
the way, what's
there's
your
only
birthday?
3
Because I
people
need to
who can be
remember to
Empire.
get you a gift to Gregor.
So you guys enter the tent now, and you see a number of, like, staff now are in the tent, and you see Joker as he's just kind of, like, sitting there, and, like, a chair had been brought into the tent, and he is sitting there, like, getting bandaged, and worked on by, Imperial.
Wow, were my bandages not good enough for you?
He's just kind of rolling his eyes at everybody,
I
and...
did my best. I'm not trained in this.
He says, "I didn't ask for this.
The guy outside said you did.
I did ask for reinforcements because it looked like a dire situation, yes."
What happened?
I don't know, but all of a sudden I heard screaming, gunfire. I'm too weak to get away, and I didn't want to leave Becky.
Where is Becky? Oh, she's in the room.
You see now that there is one woman, and she is in what looks to be like kind of a cobalt blue and or a black robe with like cobalt blue markings. You recognize these markings, Gregor, as the Medi, or basically the head of the medical units. And she's an older woman. She has a darker complexion, but she has stark white hair, and she has a third eye on her forehead. So she is definitely of Imperial breed, but she does not have the markings to be in line for any any of the Imperial throne or anything like that. She's definitely very high-ranking, higher than even the Jarl here. So technically she is the officer in command, if not the prince. So she has unwrapped Becky's body, and she is currently like waving some kind of like metallic device over her.
Excuse me, what are you doing to my friend's dead body?
Your friend, her body is not decaying.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
And the fireflies, they're still...
Yeah, we put them back in. Only for 10 days.
Oh.
But we're gonna try and bring her back.
That is unsettling, yes?
It's just magic.
Gregor will do as deep of a bow as he can.
What are you
and,
doing? Is your back hurt?
Say, I am sorry for their impudence. Their customs are very strange here, and they have very low regard for the danger of magics.
I told you, I'm certified.
And she says, it is maybe not my place to say, but how did she die? I see the wound on her chest, but...
It's a really long, complicated story, but the meat of the matter is she got stabbed really good a couple of times, right in the stomach.
And you see she's just kind of waving this device over, and she says, there is a tether, something tying her to the body still.
That's new to me.
She motions for you to come over. She seems very, as opposed to most of the military folk around here, she seems to be less on like rigidity here. So she motions for you to come over, even though this tech, Gregor, is usually not something that should be shared with, commoners or anything like that. She motions for Ellie to come over and take a look. And Ellie, you see she has, it looks like a scroll, but there is like this see-through, almost illusory glass that's there, and you see, you now see the like fireflies still kind of like flitting about now with this view. Like they are like around Becky, and like there's some kind of barrier, like golden barrier that is keeping her.
Stay right there, Becky. We're gonna get you back, okay? You just stay around the body.
So usually this tether is, how you say, not there on someone who is dead.
Well, maybe her soul really wants to come back.
No, that's not the point. Usually when there is tether like this, there is something supernatural, magical, that is tied to it.
Yeah, I think his name's Diabolos.
Diabolos.
Yeah, he's in the void.
That is a very dangerous place.
I know, we're supposed to go there and get her soul.
Well,
we don't have to, but we really want to, because she's our friend.
She, looks over at Joker, and, Joker's, like, being worked on, and she says, you did not tell me your friend could be resurrected.
Joker didn't? Well, we didn't know if she can be. We haven't been able to try, because none of us know how.
And she, like, looks over at Joker, and Joker's like, she can't be right now.
Because her soul's, free stuffed by the big evil guy.
This is a very interesting experiment. Do you mind if I partake? Do you plan on doing something with the body? Retrieving the soul?
Yeah. I mean, that's what we want to do, right?
Mhm.
Ellie's like, right? That's the plan, right?
Yes, that's the plan.
This woman spots your bandolier, Marquies, and says, you are a physician, no?
No.
No.
Those glass bottles in us.
That's unfortunate.
Well, sometimes they help.
It's not really unfortunate
Sometimes
when
they
it
turn
helps
your
you.
dead friend into 6 dead bodies that you have to try and try to heal. Sometimes.
And she says,
Or sometimes they turn you into giant mammoths.
well, you see, in the Empire, we do not, we do not use magic to resurrect our fallen. When there is strong ties, we can bring them back.
That's good. I
How
don't
do you
use
bring them
magic
back without
to resurrect anyone either.
How do you bring them back without resurrection? My job is to really send the souls away.
This is what I hear of your country. Unfortunate.
Well, okay. I'm starting to. You know what? I agree. Shh, Poppy, don't judge me.
And she looks at you guys and says, "Do you mind if I resurrect her? If you can retrieve her soul?"
Oh, that would be great. That would be fantastic. We would love to have Becky back. You'd like her. She'd not like you. She doesn't like anybody, though.
I think if one was resurrected by someone, they might like somebody.
Becky's personality says no. But she would like you. She just wouldn't say it.
This is fine, as long as everyone agrees.
Yeah.
Great.
Maybe she can help you.
Oh?
No.
Since you're next to Ellie, why don't you make me a perception check real quick? It's a very quick motion.
Perception. It's just you are causing us problems too now. Just so you know. Maybe it'll just happen.
Guess all this is all your fault.
24?
Shit.
Ellie's like, eyes get this big. I see everything.
You said something, and she very quickly and very deftly takes the scroll that she was holding, and she kind of she's moving it around Becky's body, but she quickly
Ellie looks.
For a hot second, she aims it up at Marquies, and you see that there is this outline of a figure. You, for a very hot second,
does it look like
see
the figure
those,
that stabbed Becky?
No, you see those bony wings for just a moment.
Oh, I make eye contact with her.
And she just goes,
okay. Well, if you want to help us get Becky back, some lady in all black with a glowing yellow eye gave me a scroll to call her when we were ready to go to the void.
Well, good luck.
Okay. I don't know when we want to do that. That's up to everybody else.
And you see the Joker starts to get up, and he's like, "I'll go with you." And she goes over and she pushes him back down to the chair.
Ellie's already starting to slowly put a finger out. You almost died. You got thrown through a hole at us.
And you see now as a bunch of aides start coming over, and they start yep. Gotta prep them now. Anyway,
yep.
You see as a bunch of aides start coming over and forcing him down, and they start applying some tinctures and start doing some other medical treatments. And for a second, Ellie, because you did see that as well, I'm gonna say you also catch a glimpse as she doesn't do it, but that scroll that she's handing is just kind of hanging in her arm for a second, and you are still kind of down by Becky's body, and you kind of tilt your head for a second. You catch a glimpse because it is aimed at Joker at the moment. And you see what looks to be some kind of bright light, some kind of figure that is around him, and long white hair, a bright aura kind of exuding from him.
I stare at him.
And then she notices, and she shuts that scroll.
Ellie just makes squinty eyes at Joker.
And he just he's too busy getting pampered and pushed on.
Do you know the link pearl things work across dimension stuff?
They're just link pearls. Or who are you asking?
Joker. He's the one who gave them to us.
He said they're just link pearls. They only work in a certain radius.
I don't know how these things work. You just told me, so I do now, but you can't come with us.
He looks at the city guys and is like, they're just link pearls. They allow you to speak to each other.
Looking at them like they tried to explain them to me once. They didn't explain shit to me.
He looks at Milos and is like, Milos, they're just link pearls.
She just doesn't understand what a link pearl is. It's fine.
Okay.
Sure, I like her
She's
magic
not
mirror
gotten to
box,
have
too.
one for very long. So.
Well, I took Becky's.
We should probably get one for Gregor. Does he need one?
When I asked Joker for a new one, he said that he didn't have any more, and they were part of a set.
They are part of a set, and you destroyed. Ow!
I didn't destroy. Stop getting so worked up. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're already dying or something. I don't remember this. I don't quite remember what you said yesterday. But I think you said you were dying.
You now see, as the Yule dips down into the tent, and he says, "Sire, we have secured the area. Do you request any more?" And he says, "Just help them restore their defenses and do any cleanup." And he looks towards you guys and he says, I think this area will be safe for now, so if you are going to do something, you have some time.
Should we go save Becky?
And he looks at you, Gregor, and he says, I command you to accompany them to whatever they do.
Of course, Sir Joker.
Okay.
Do we want to find some place more secluded to talk to this Elsrith person?
Well, we just go out a little ways where all the dead things are.
I mean,
is our Agile friend still here? Where is he?
Yeah, he's just kind of been, like, in the tent, just kind of really near Milos and just kind of hanging out around him.
There's just a lot of people in the tent right now, and maybe it'd be better if we were not here, and I just gesture to all these people.
You actually, the eagle actually, will say, I have a small tent that is nearby we can use.
Sure.
Perhaps that would be best.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go ahead and lead the way.
Raha looks at all of you and he says, I would like to stay and maybe keep an eye on this woman watching over Becky's body. I might learn a thing or two, or perhaps just keep an eye on her body.
Well, yeah, keep Becky safe for us. And Joker, too, because they're beating him up with all those bandages.
I'll do my best. So you guys are following your Ego friend out of the tent. He takes you to... It takes you probably about a good 2-minute jaunt, and you now see the devastation is being cleaned up rather quickly. There is, Ellie, one person here that you instantly recognize doing ascending.
Oh. Maybe I should help. There's only one person. We don't know, maybe have time for that. They'll get it.
This person is a turtle, and they are dressed in this big white robe with red triangles along the breeches, and they hold an oaken staff in one hand, and they are kind of doing a slow dance.
Can I go talk to them?
We gotta pick one or the other. We're literally going to go talk to Ezra. I mean, you're holding up the...
That's true. Okay, we gotta help Becky. If they're still here when we come back, I'll talk to them. Let's go.
Perhaps it'll be a second we're in the void.
Maybe. Yeah.
Time might work differently there. Who knows?
Hopefully we don't die.
Okay. So, you guys are led to the tent, like I said, about 2-minute jaunt away. It's just a simple tent, red in color with some gold trimmings. It leads you inside. It's pretty simple in here. There is a couple of pillows on the floor that might have served for a bed or just a sitting area, and then a couple of rugs with a small little stove to cook something on. He says, it's not very big, but I think it should work for you.
Ellie will plop down on one of the pillows and make herself comfortable, and then she'll open the scroll.
So you open the scroll and you start reading it, and as you do, there is kind of an audible raking sound, like fingernails on metal. And you guys see as these tendrils start crawling out in the air here, and it looks like there are 8 of these tendrils now in this space, and they start to tear apart the space in this tent until there is an opening, and you see this long-limbed creature step forth. This creature looks like it had maybe once been a Goliath, and I do say once been a Goliath, because it looks like it has been sutured up in different places. And its eyes are milked over completely dead, and its jaw kind of hangs open, and it just kind of regards Ellie and says, "Rrrr," and like makes a motion as its bones crack to follow it.
Okay, guess we follow this creepy.
First.
Are you speaking with
Me
for everyone?
first! Okay, Ellie grabs your ears and follows it.
Okay. Are you guys all, or are you not? Are you planning not to go? You see your Eagle friends like,
Yeah, I was gonna tell him to stay.
Nope.
But yeah.
Well, if Ellie goes through, Gregor is close behind because he has his orders.
That's fair.
True.
Everybody else?
Oh yeah, shoving her in.
Yeah. Marquies, Asher?
Yeah.
Any?
Yeah,
Let's go.
Okay.
Becky better appreciate this. That's all I'm saying.
As you step through this dark portal, you step through to what looks to be an old, dilapidated log cabin of some sort. And there are a number of dark trappings here, bookcases with really worn bookends. There is a number of vials back on a desk, and you see as well a number of runes have been carved along the floor. The space is not lit, except for these blue candles that seem to float in the air from place to place. That dark-robed figure comes out from one of the hallways and says, "My book, now please," and looks at Din.
Clap her hand. No.
Oh my god.
You gotta. Wait. Can you send us to the void? Open to the void first?
Oh, you wish to be sent to the void?
We told you that already.
I thought I'd give you a moment to reconsider
We
it.
gotta save our friend.
Yes, Becky, right?
Yeah,
Yes, you must save her, of course.
yeah, so she can destroy the world. We already know. We still want to do it. Let's go.
Commit full send.
Okay, well,
We understand we're making a bad choice, but somebody else told us that you can't change the future anyway, so we might as well bring her back.
it's a simple enough logic. Follow me.
Okay.
She leads you all down a hallway into a larger room. This room, very unsettling. It's kind of skewed, like, the rest of the house was fine, but this room is, like, skewed to one side like a fun house. And everything seems to be at odd angles. The floor itself has already been pre-drawn with some sort of sigil. A number of candles are lying around, and she says, "You all have a choice here. You don't have to go to the void, but,
How else are we gonna get Becky's soul?
well, I mean, you could always make a deal yourself."
Oh no, Becky has shown us that making deals is a bad idea. Because she's made...
Well. And it will be all of you that will be going?
I certainly fucking hope so.
Very well. I just all need you to add a little something of yourselves to the components of this spell. And she produces a bowl, and inside of the bowl there is a number of things, especially you, Marquies, recognize. Bone powder. There is already probably some kind of flesh hunk. You're not sure from what. In the bowl itself, there are a number of crushed gemstones in here that you see as well. And you get a whiff of something sulfurous.
You mean like his hair?
No, my dear, a little more sanguine than that.
Oh, blood. Blood means pennies. Pennies mean blood.
I read a book about like this once and everybody died. Ellie takes a dagger and pokes her finger.
She holds out this bowl.
Squeezes it all in there.
It kind of sizzles a little bit. Who else is going?
Gregor takes out the hand axe and flicks his finger.
Get a dagger!
Rubs it.
Lops off. Come.
Gregor, you didn't need to give a whole
She had
finger.
a dagger.
Cuts trigger finger. Can't use gunblade.
Yeah, you slice your finger open real good, Gregor. And she holds out the bowl to you.
You just like splitting
Yeah.
blood everywhere.
Gregor only does things at 100%.
Yeah.
I like it.
It is a handbags. It
it's
relies
just-
more on momentum than it does the sharpness of the blade. It is not that sharp.
Oh, I thought it was because there were axes you use on your hands.
Ah.
So yeah, you spill some blood inside. Who's next?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She holds out the bowl to you.
Give me your dagger.
Okay, I poke you.
Oh.
Clean it first.
No, you just poke
You just poke it.
We're
so
blood
seriously.
bonded.
Yes.
It's like Ellie didn't even take a second. She just, yep. Yoink.
Who else needs to be stabbed?
Who needs to be broke?
You remember when I pierced you?
I'll take my claw
Okay.
and just like drag it across the palm of my hand, and I'll do it that way.
Okay. She holds out the cup to Asher and
Just cut himself with a sword.
Cat.
Have a dad.
That's right, I got a sword.
How are you
I don't
gonna
have
do
the hand
this?
axes, but I have a sword.
Gloved hands.
Pretty simple, really.
Poke himself through the glove.
Pull out a vial of my own blood.
Oh, he like opens his cloak. He's like, I'm sample of all your blood right
Yeah.
here.
You guys really need to do this.
Remember?
By the way, I want you to know,
Yeah.
I heal you using your own blood. I don't know why you've wasted it.
Yeah.
Wait, do you just
No,
have a
really,
vial of your own blood on you?
Yes.
Do you use it as a spell component?
Again, I don't cast spells.
Do you put
But I
it...
do use it
Oh
as
my-
a component.
Are you throwing potions at us with your blood in them? You weirdo!
Some of them do.
Oh my god! I didn't opt in for this.
Yeah.
Well, you could have died too. That would have been fine as well.
Wow. Okay, that next time I'm not warning you when I do ascending.
It's
Ezra
pretty
just goes.
obvious I can feel. So yes, here you go. And I just pour it in.
The ingredients begin to boil and sizzle and steam, and she says, go ahead, help yourselves to anywhere on the floor. I recommend laying nice and flat. If you don't mind motion sickness, you can certainly stand up.
Oh no, I get easy. Ellie lays down. Poppy comes up and jumps on her chest, and starts like a cat. Biscuits.
The rest of you?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll lay down like around. It's a circle, right? I'll
Yep.
just lay along like one of the
We like
sides
spokes of the wheel.
circle.
So it's just our brain, our soul going there, or our whole body, or
Yes, my dear, it's your whole body.
how do we get back? I think we should have started with that. How are we supposed to get back?
I will summon you back.
It's good. In a certain time frame, or how we notify you, or when we start looking like we're almost dead, you'll pull us back in.
You have 5 hours here.
How many hours is it there?
There, it is 12 hours.
Oh, can I just bring my book there for 12 hours? You guys find Becky.
You guys go ahead and find Becky. I'm just going to
I'm
stand
gonna
here.
do some studying. I
Yeah.
got the SATs coming up.
Just gonna hang out. You guys go ahead.
You're good. You'll be good. I'll just weigh you down. Just take that 12.
Okay.
That's Adderall.
Do we have to
Yeah,
drink
Just
that
read a
thing?
book.
Oh God, I hope not.
You see, like, it's sizzling and coming up, and she's like, you can make another if you really want to try
I was
it.
curious.
Okay.
What was
No,
it,
you
Jen?
don't want to try. You know what? What?
I was asking for you to drink that everything.
Listen,
Oh.
I've seen you bite people, and maybe you've got a taste for blood now, but
Din the cannibal.
no.
And she says, she looks at you, Marquies. Are you laying down as well? Or are you going to?
What?
Okay. Are you laying down or?
I mean, I'll sit. This is fine, yes.
Okay. Whatever.
What is going to happen if anyone is
Is Poppy
standing?
coming too?
Anything in the circle will.
Poppy's blood. I don't think Poppy has blood.
Your creature is fey, so I'm not worried.
Can I still summon a fake creature in the void?
You can do anything because your body can will so.
Oh, okay, that's easy enough. Okay.
Just, just brace yourselves.
That's what I think we should know.
I hold on to
Too
Poppy.
late!
I reach out and grab Din's hand.
Aww.
You see the, Ezra starts to chant and move her staff over the bowl, and she says, as she begins to die down on the chanting, she says, guard your souls. And she finishes chanting, and you see the purple lines of energy of this ruined sigil underneath you begin to light up, and then in front of you, kind of at an angle, this tear into this dark space opens up, and the sigil starts to move from all of you and pushes you towards this. And it is very jarring as you are pushed into this space. It sends you around in a full circle, and you cannot tell what is up or down, but your senses try to make some kind of heads or tails of this. And the vertigo sets in almost instantaneously, and you feel yourself spiraling downward. Suddenly, you see, coming at you at a decently fast pace, what looks to be very large open area that looks like Alexandria, but it's different. Suddenly you're all pulled to one section of the city as, Asher, you recognize your family's forge, and you see now as Asher sees something in the distance, and you all start kind of falling towards that direction. Everything here is skewed. It's a copy of the real world, but things are wrong here. Angles are odd. It shouldn't make sense. Houses lean at 75-degree angles.
I should love it here.
Yeah.
Everything is kind of in a dark purple hue. You see in the sky above a blood red moon or sun. You're not sure. But you land in front of the shop, Asher, and you hear that familiar clanging sound. Sounds like your father's working the forge. Matches his tempo.
Should we go in and see here? Everything's off. I don't know. We'll find if we go inside.
It's hard to say, but we're here.
The streets, Marquies, are eerily quiet. There's no people moving about. No nothing. There are sounds, though, like those mimicking people in a marketplace. But there's no bodies. You do see flashes of something move throughout the buildings.
I do think we should exercise an extreme caution here, though.
Yeah.
Well, should we go inside here and just gather ourselves and hide and make a plan? At least this is something somewhat familiar.
I would agree with that.
There might be supplies in there. I don't know.
Let's go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe then we can try to figure out a way to find Becky. I don't know where she would be here.
Yeah, why are we
She's never
here?
been here. Or she's not from here.
She was there for like a day, right?
Yeah. Maybe she's at the cubby.
Oh, yes, I'd love to go see the Twisted Cubby Hole.
That's where we spent most of our time here.
Really, that's where she would be. She's just probably the hostess at the Cubby Hole.
Oh, man.
She's just a bitchy waitress.
Discover
You want what? No, vodka water, that's all I make.
I appreciate, though, that the Twisted Cubby Hole is probably the rival business to the Cubby Hole.
Oh, man.
Aww.
But,
so is also the rival Cubby Hole business.
Are you leading the way, Asher?
Yeah,
As
I
you're
will open the door to our possible doom.
Okay. So you open the door, and that chime bell of the shop rings as you enter, and it's like it's trying to mimic that same sound, but not quite. It's just a little off. And you look up and see the bell, and like the bell itself is just weird warped shape. The ringing stops as you all enter in and see. This is the first time you guys have actually seen any semblance of Asher's home, as you did not visit last time that you were in the city.
We didn't.
I thought we went in, but...
No, you did.
You did.
I guess I, yeah.
You went home, we stayed at the inn.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Because we'd all literally just met, and I don't think you were like, come meet my family.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know these people. I'm going to go home.
Exactly.
I
But
just got arrested with you.
But yeah, I was like, I don't know you guys.
you go inside, and like I said, the hammering stops, and you hear heavy footsteps entering in from the forge area, and you see what looks like your father, except for he is paler than any time you've ever seen him in your life. And he has a number of scars on his body that look like they've been poorly sutured together, and he suddenly sees you, Asher, and he says, Asher, my boy, you're alive? And that is where we will pick up next time.
Is this your real dad? Is this like opposite world dad?
Is this Coraline?
Is it? I'm
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We hope you find out next time what's going on here. So tune in next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We hope you find out what.
Thank you for tuning in to the Campaigns of the Plains channel. Catch new material every Friday on YouTube, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.